If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
they're gonna
then
catch that
I'll
flexecution.
punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be
a
dumb.
goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
Yeah, that's really
I'd
creepy.
feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Yo, he was being serious.
But what about that other empty seat? There
Oh,
were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
All right, let's do
First
it.
up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
it's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yeah. As things progress during each class trial, you'll engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, your characters will speak up one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions. What this means is you have to use your truth bullet to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be located into the cylinder. Use the mouse to aim and fire with the left mouse button. Alright, got it. Let's do it. Alright, let's go. Now, what truth bullet do I want to use? That's it? Oh, okay.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that, bro.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Facts.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
You're lying.
No, it's wrong.
That's totally wrong. Yeah. Cut through those words. Ooh, I like that anime. Ooh, that animation.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
We're trying to find out.
The killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
Yeah.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide.
Makes
The killer
sense.
followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
Right.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Right.
Sorry.
Oh, come on. Don't be mean to
What's
her.
next?
Dang.
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Well, it's a kitchen knife, bro. It's the only thing that makes sense. Yeah.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
Uh-huh.
Killer used some random knife they had.
It's not a random knife, bro.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah. Sorry if I yawn a lot. It's really early in the morning, guys.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Oh, really?
A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Right. Oh, oops.
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Oh, really?
Right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Yes, thank you, Kyoko. I really hope she doesn't kill anyone.
It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You seem very confident, Kyoko. I like this. She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know I'm damn well not the killer. Yes, Makoto, you gotta keep trying. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates? Well, tell me. Come on, man. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest, no need to rush. Well, good luck, and have fun. Alright, what's next? Yeah.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? You did it in secret. Nobody was in the...
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong. I always said she was in there. Asahina. She said she was getting that tea.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. I don't know how you remember something like that, but whatever. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives were gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall. But yeah, I'm so glad we got this account, bro. That really helped us out.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Yo, that's right,
No,
Kuya.
he definitely wasn't there.
You can't be thinking wrong. That's how you're gonna get them all killed, bro.
But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this?
Uh-huh.
What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? And more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
That's actually a good question. Well, what about it, Kuma?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
Right. Unless you get tricked or something
What
stupid.
if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
That's good thinking.
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
You said that on purpose. Shut
I didn't
up.
go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No, no
It's
way!
true.
I swear it wasn't me!
How are you gonna prove it though?
But can you or anyone else prove that?
That's right.
Wait, what?
Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
Oh, okay. You guys had a drink-in
I
buddy.
hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
Yeah, come on.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
Ooh.
Stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school's regulations?
Nope, it only said you gotta sleep in the
We're
dorms.
not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
That's true.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But wait, isn't Sakura a girl?
I'm a girl.
Yeah, she's wearing a skirt.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
It wasn't
I love how
either.
apologetic he just
Then what
got.
other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Wait, Sakura? Sayaka, I mean? Are you serious?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Wait, but if that was the only person that came, right? Then it just doesn't make sense, right? But let me stretch a little, okay? So if she's the only person that went, then she's the only person that got the knife. But it doesn't make sense because why would she get the knife, right? So only thing I can think of is she was going to try and kill someone. But how did that get her killed? Hold on, we're just gonna have to watch and see. So the person who took the knife from the kitchen is Sayaka. Yeah, without a doubt.
Then, Sayaka is the one who took
There's
the
no
knife?
way she'd take a frickin' kitchen knife to do
That's
anything
the
else.
only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual.
Yeah, she was okay.
When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to
Oh yeah, she was definitely trying to kill somebody, bro.
As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Then the person who took the knife was the victim herself!
Right.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
I don't believe that,
So you're
bro.
saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
You're right.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
It's luck, bro. His talent is luck. Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Well, you better figure it out. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Thank you, Makoto, Kyoko, sorry. You're awesome.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering.
Right.
And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Wait, do you mean switching the
Something was
signs?
missing from the scene of the crime that by
Oh,
all
never mind.
rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Do you mean the hair? Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Sure, why not? I think his hands for Yep, got you. One of this is real important, related. Yeah, got you. Letters flying around, letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down flying letters in the right order. Mouse to aim, left button to shoot. Cool. That's legit. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. This gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Well, then, okay, gotcha. Something that should have been at the scene, but that wasn't. That must be the crucial point. We can just, yeah, gotcha. But honestly, it's got to be the hair, right? Ooh. Yeah, hair. Like what? Oh my gosh, the lag.
Now I understand.
There you go. There's no hair at the crime scene, bro.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
Right.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yup.
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room?
Exactly.
It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
Exactly.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
No.
That makes sense, does it not?
It'd make more sense.
If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yeah, you're trying to get rid of your presence, not the freaking girls.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Right.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Right.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
No, I am
Are
not.
you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Yes, yes we can.
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Yes, Kyoko,
Do you
please.
remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
You said the bathroom?
Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
That's true.
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
You mean because they basically tore down the doorknob to get in? The object the killer broke. Right, the door handle.
I got it!
Right.
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Right.
The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken.
Yeah, I forget.
See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Mr. Fortune Teller man didn't do anything but goof off.
True. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
Right.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
Right. Okay.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. Almost had noticed it before, at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to learn more? Sure, why not? From here on out, the number of the weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. This is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies. Yeah. Alright, let's do it. Okay, so does that mean I have more truth bullets now? Because to have so much evidence to have one truth bullet is weird.
In Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Right.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Okay.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Right.
Because Sayaka had locked it.
Well, wait, if it's my room, then
No,
it's a boys' room. There's no lock on it, bro. Hold up with that. Because I remember them saying all girls' rooms had locks
my
only.
bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked.
Right.
After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walk-in bathrooms, right?
Right.
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Oh.
What are you talking about? My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Makes sense.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Wait, because the
Everyone should
nameplates
have
were
known you
switched!
can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was just locked, so they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the crime scene of the... Yeah, it took place in my room.
I got it!
They thought it was in Sayaka's room,
The
though.
killer must not have realized that it was my room.
But if that's the case, then that means Sayaka switched it. And if she got
Saying
the...
the culprit didn't even know where he was?
I'm gonna be quiet.
That's
Hold up, I think I figured it out.
inconceivable.
I'm not gonna say it yet.
He's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms.
Right.
Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom.
And there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Exactly.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. The killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door open.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Yeah, you're not lying. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Bro, you can't be a loser.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
We're all dying.
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority
No,
rules.
don't be so reckless, bro. You're stupid.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem. Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Okay.
Oh, you. You gotta sound so disappointed.
Yo, Celeste said this idiot. Alright, let's hear it,
Fine,
whatever.
it's fine. Just ask your question.
I wonder if she's gonna say something smart.
Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit
Oh, that's a
get
good
into
question.
Makoto's room in the first
How would they get in?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
But they said...
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Okay, right.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
Well, wait, she said she wasn't gonna let them in, so that makes no sense.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Ifumi, shut your Tootsie Roll
Why
looking.
exactly can't that be it?
Because you asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka would let someone in because of what she said. Wait, where is it? Switching rooms. Is that the one?
I got it!
Oh, okay. Because, yeah.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Right. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
A lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
Interesting.
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two in 5 minutes. Come to my room. Ooh! Check the nameplate. Oh my god.
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top.
Sayaka.
And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
Yo, Hina, that is not important.
When you write, it can leave an imprint.
Sayaka isn't loyal.
And you can see the words.
And we didn't know it.
When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes.
That's crazy.
Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Oh! Okay, yeah, it's definitely... Sayaka's doing some sneaky stuff.
Only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
Heck nah.
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature.
Sayaka's signature. Well, what if it was forged? You gotta remember that. I was kind of getting hyped, but I don't know.
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone.
I'm surprised no one thought it was fake.
She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what man could resist?
Those are facts, though.
I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Ifumi, shut up.
But
You're lying.
sure, anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Are you sure about that?
Huh? What makes you say that?
Alright, Celeste, talk your stuff.
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Let's hear
Well
it.
then, pay attention.
Let's get it. Make your argument. Dorm nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Right.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room. I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
But that doesn't matter because we switched
Exactly.
nameplates.
The room that Makoto was staying in.
Oh wait. Yeah, oh okay, I thought I messed up.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
Exactly.
They got switched?
Yeah.
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves.
Uh-huh.
As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem.
Exactly.
And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right.
Right? Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew that we had switched rooms, and that is Sayaka.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Exactly. There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate.
That's true.
She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room.
Right.
That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her.
That doesn't make any
sense. We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Yeah.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Wait, what was the question? I already forgot, my bad.
We just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Well, there's no doubt that it got hit on her wrist, for sure. When you look at this... Oh, yeah, because her wrist had the, it had gold stuff on it.
I got it!
So yeah, without a doubt,
All
she
you have
got
to
hit
do
on
is
her
take
wrist.
a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
Yeah.
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword right there on her wrist.
I see.
But if she got hit with the sword,
Truth draws ever closer.
which is on the desk, she would have to get there. She would have to get there first, you know? And since Sayaka took the knife, we've confirmed this, so... Nah, I don't think he would have picked it up for no reason. I really do feel like Sayaka attacked. There's more to learn about non-stop debates. Alright, what's up? No, I'm not reading that. Okay, you're gonna start giving me multiple truth bullets? Ooh. But only one of the bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots. Okay. Q to rotate and release Q to... Alright, yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Replica sword sheath, kitchen knife set. Maybe the replica sword?
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Oh. I don't know why I just did that. Yeah, I messed up. Okay, go again.
Broke out. The culprit grabbed the sword.
But yeah, something's bothering me actually. What about the kitchen set? So, bro. Okay, I gotta watch it all. I'm being stupid right now. Oh my god.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Okay.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
Makes sense.
And that's exactly what happened.
But that doesn't... I don't know, bro. Is that it? There's gotta be something in there that's wrong then.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
Wait.
But then the
how do you speed it up again?
from her too.
And they killed her.
Oops, wrong button.
And that's exactly what happened.
But what if it was a sword-based sneak attack? How did the sheath get...
Sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
Crap.
So, she grabbed the... But then the culprit...
And they killed her.
And that's exactly what happened.
When the fighting broke out,
The culprit, and that's when the first...
sword-based sneak attack.
There we go.
No, it's wrong.
I'm glad Makoto said that. Now that I think about it, the sheath was... Yeah, it was
Actually,
damaged.
No. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Exactly.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
The only...
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
Yes, she's right.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife.
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one...
Which was Sayaka.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that.
That makes no sense, because Sayaka had the knife first.
Then, after After they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body
Oh!
that disappeared.
Yeah, they're right. If she had touched the sword, she would have had gold all over her hands.
I got it! You're talking
All
about
over.
her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palm?
We've been through this, Asahina. The gold,
Like
the
I
gold.
said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
What? No!
No, that's not it at all.
You're not ugly, Toko. Relax. There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation. Oh yeah, right. Water was off. At nighttime, you can't use water. Yeah.
Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower.
Ew, why?
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
What?
Insult, obviously.
Exactly.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means
She had the knife.
is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. That's right. Then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Only 2 people could have done it.
I got it!
It would have had to have been Sayaka, bro.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
Yeah, bro.
We already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
And the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka.
Sayaka?
Yeah.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
She just got karma, bro.
Oh, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Exactly.
She took
What?
the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
She did.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility.
Yo, I can't believe she would do that.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Why would you do that?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying.
Right.
And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
Exactly.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
That makes sense. Psycho would have tried to defend her,
She was
knowing...
the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Right.
Wait,
Why is she saying it with that smile, though?
saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
In the
Yeah.
end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
That makes
tables
sense.
were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
All the evidence points at it, bro.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
You're not lying. Is it really over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
You're lying.
No, he's wrong.
You know, if Sayaka didn't do that, I
There
think...
still might be one clue left. Sayaka's
Yeah,
dying
this has to give it away. Please tell me they notice.
Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
For sure, she had blood on her finger. There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message, and I can prove it. Her left index finger. Yeah.
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure.
Right.
I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Yeah. Thank you, Kyoko.
Yeah, it looks like...
What? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
You just gotta make the other numbers letters, bro. Come on, Makoto.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Leon, bro. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. Where you at, bro?
Here's my answer.
It's Leon, dude.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
Thank you.
L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, When you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
Exactly.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The hair? The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. It's that thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, right? Oh, you mean the... Hold on, does she mean the shirt or the... Let's see. Okay, so it was that one. I was thinking the crystal ball.
The burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
Right.
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
That's a rip.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
But the only thing left is a crystal ball, dude.
I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. Where, when, how. Probably how, right? Because we know where, we know when.
Honestly, at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty.
Right.
So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There's another way to use the incinerator without? Wait, how? And that's exactly what proves Leon is the real killer. But what would that be? What other clues do we have besides the crystal ball? Yeah.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Right.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
Well, I guess that's not true then. But how would that be?
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
This has got to be a stretch. Let's see it.
The gate. You couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but...
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way. Divine with it, obviously throw it.
I got it!
Oh, but wait, it's a ball.
Simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Right.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. You're an idiot.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
True that.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
Oh yeah. So how would he do it with a
What
ball?
accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
Would not have been much of a challenge for the killer at all because... Oh! If you're a baseball player... Yeah! If you're a baseball player, of course you can hit that.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
So I guess we got all the
Still won't admit
clues.
it? Okay then, Makoto. Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Wait, closing argument? Every case has one last element to bring the clash trial to an end. That is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll be given a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. Comic book? Okay. However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well, then good luck and have fun. Alright, well, let's see what this is about. Oh, so it really is in the form of a comic book. Okay. So, your boy's at the door, right? He comes in. Sayaka goes crazy with the knife. What happens? Oh, crap, it's so difficult. Okay, so he saw the sword behind him, right? Then she stabs. Then your boy Leon pulls the sheath. Boom. Right there, And he slaps her on the wrist. And then pulls out the sword, right? She's hurt. She runs to the bathroom. Leon's like, why can't I open it? She's freaking out. She's scared. And your boy's like, oh, let me go get that screwdriver real quick. He finally opens it. It's red, so that's probably the fatal wound. She's dead. Let's see. The only thing that makes sense is he grabs this. She's dead. He's smiling. I don't know why he's smiling, evil loser. Okay, so... Wait, I'm missing something. Hold up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Take it back. Because this was definitely used down here to clean up the hair. Oh, so yeah, then Sayaka probably wrote it here. Because, yeah, the letter's right there now. So he uses that to clean the whole floor up. He uses the ball to hit the button. He throws the... Nope, that's the wrong one. He throws the shirt in. But then he misses that one piece. I think that's right. Yeah, that sounds good.
The killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for.
Right.
They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
Right.
So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star.
That's pretty much it.
The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
And that's Leon.
Isn't that right, Leon?
Good
It
job.
would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. He went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt. And that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball? You thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence?
I have the evidence. Your first bullet time battle is about to begin. Wait, what the freak is that? Sometimes during a clash, you're simply, they won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you'll engage with that dead battle. Okay, yeah, fancy name. Got you. BTB. You can destroy your opponent's statements within the rhythm. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen to reach the center. Push the right mouse button to lock on an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the left mouse button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Okay. Oh, alright. Yeah, I think I got it.
When the killer removed the screws from the door, instead, they must have used...
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
Indisputable evidence. We're talking about a screwdriver. They're making me play this fancy game.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance.
Oh, this is easy. Hold up.
You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking.
Got him.
Where's your proof?
This
Bing.
should prove it.
Got him. Yeah.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove that.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Right.
The boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Probably their
It
own.
had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid.
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly
When, where, and why. Yep.
Let me
I'll
say
mess
this
with that
right
statement.
now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
That's an L, bro.
You have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
I like how Celeste seems so cocky with it, though. I can't stand her, bro. Alright. Did I get a good grade? Hey, I got an A. Oh, okay, let's keep moving on.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, who will be chosen as the black?
No!
Will you
Shut
make the
up,
right choice
Monokuma.
or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Guilty as charged. Good job, team. Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The Blacken in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata. I was gonna speak it in his... Nah, I'm not trying to do that right now.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So
that's why I killed her first.
None of you are any different.
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like
I
this.
was just unlucky. That's all. Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. When I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong, because if what we came up with really is the truth, then the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me, but even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. True that. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else was her dreams and her friends, yeah. To have seen something like that to happen to them and Sayaka, I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. I feel like she did some shady stuff. I really do. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed them. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I could do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy, howdy! That entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships? She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she's descended into pure badness. What did you say? I understand, I really do. Yep. If you're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, compassion, intimacy, love, the stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that? All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. But...
That's enough.
Thank you, Kyoko. Kyoko's the hero. As angry as I was, Kyoko lashed on my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron. Strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it! Oh, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good wallop. Don't lie to me. You're about to pull out your Gungnir and clap my boy. Yeah, exactly. Don't lie to me.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawato will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
Punishment?
You
mean...
execution?
Uh-huh.
Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into her bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So...
No!
That's why...
That's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh.
Are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him! Swat? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind. Did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetrate war all over the world. What? Okay. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up! Okay, well, anyway, more importantly...
chills, kills!
The punishment, huh?
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey, come on now.
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
The ultimate baseball star.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
Oh. Dang. A chain, though? What are you about to do to him? Bro. Is that a gun? Oh, it's a baseball machine. Don't tell me you're about to... Yo. How fast are those baseballs going? Yo. For him to die to something that he... To die to something that made you popular is crazy to me. Bro. That's just so wrong. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. If we can't call it that, what else can we call it?
Extreme!
My adrenaline is pumping right out of control. Enough said, Hifumi. What's going on?
I can't take it.
Me neither. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
Hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut ties with all the outside world and accept living in here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that. Yo, this dude's evil to the core.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. What the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful, secret society type of bear. So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. Ooh. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think that's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying or what I'm saying quite fit together. Piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass to the ground. Pause, Mondo. Dang. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened? It happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of this outside world. Being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you all learn the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't this so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Kills! Chills! Kills!
Hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I gotta say. I need to save some of the fun for later. Yo, shut up, Kuma. Dang. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare-turned reality. That is kind of trash, though, I'm not gonna lie. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no. It wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. Dang. No words. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? Oh, what are you about to talk about? Let's hear it. She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. Is someone at the door? It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? Thought never even crossed my mind. It was like such a fool. Becoming such an easy target like that. Shit.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double cross you. That's a fact you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking, of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However,
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
so
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway,
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone. Or decisive. Or deceive you. Ugh. Which is why our plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? You could never do that. No. I'm gonna carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry them in my memories with me wherever I go. Ugh. English is so bad, I gotta hurry up and end this. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How'd you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well... I'm psychic.
What?
What? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. I like that. That was sweet. That was pretty sweet. But yeah, we finished chapter 1. And we already lost 3 people. Off rip, bro. That's just crazy to me. Please have a save point. A despair bat? I don't want your despair bat. Oh, I can save my data. Let's go. Yeah. We're at chapter 2 now. Alright. So guys, I'm calling it quit for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed. You know what to do if you did. Stay nice, stay positive. See you guys later. Peaces.